Spring Coffee House enlivens 5A and 5B lunches.
An awards chapel honors student and faculty accomplishments.
KEHS News starts now.
Hello, and welcome to KEHS. I'm Alexis Brown.
And I'm Mimi Wright. Thanks for joining us on this edition of Night Vision News. The Episcopal Spring Coffee House event took place on April 25th, and it was a great opportunity for students and faculty to show off their impressive skills. Here is reporter Carlos Thatcher to talk to some of those who participated in this biannual event.
Spring Coffee House 2024 took place on this very stage, where students and faculty were able to perform their musical talents to their peers. Here's some of them talking more about why they chose to do what they did and their feelings while doing it.
I played Enter Sandman by Metallica on the electric guitar, and I chose that song because I know how to play it, and so it's easy for me. When I was performing in front of the whole school, I felt pretty nervous, but I did a good job, and I think other people would say the same.
We chose to sing Fiend at Coffee House because all the performances ended early, and we wanted to get the crowd going. I sung it, he sung it, and our friend Jackson as well.
He did indeed. So we felt that everybody needed to get up on their feet. We got to get the crowd going. So I thought that was the perfect song. Me, my friend Tommy, and Jackson all decided that was the perfect song to get the crowd going.
And bring some energy.
Bring some energy
to the USC during lunch.
That's exactly right, Tommy. And we felt that we felt a little nervous before because this was like let's play something to get the crowd going. So it's like 5 minutes before this actually happened is when we decided to do it. So we were a little nervous. We didn't know what to expect, but it was fun.
We were feeling a little nervous, but when we got up there, all the jitters went out the window, and we had some fun. Got the crowd going. Thank you.
Thank you to everybody who was confident enough to participate in Spring Coffee House, and thank you to Stuco for setting it up. I'm Carlos Thatcher. Go Knights.
Coffee House is always an entertaining lunchtime experience. Thank you, Carlos. Every year, EHS holds an awards chapel to honor student performance in all 4 pillars, as well as a deserving teacher who is representative of Episcopal's mission. KEHS reporter Harris Williams reports on the important chapel service.
I'm Harris with KEHS News, and I will be interviewing Mr. Smith and this year's Mark F. Adler Faculty Award winner, Senor Bruton.
Mark F. Adler was an early alum of the school on whom the faculty and staff at the time had an outsized impact. Mark went on to be very successful in business. He's a serial entrepreneur. He's just had his first child, as a matter of fact, and we're hoping that they join us another 16, 17 years from now.
It's my great pleasure to present the 2024 Mark F. Adler Award to Mr. Alex Bruton.
It is the highest honor that we bestow on a faculty member. It is sort of the faculty member who acts as an exemplar of all that we hope, not just for our faculty and staff, but for our students, leading by example across all 4 pillars.
Wow, super. I was genuinely surprised, which made it just glorious. And what it recognizes is really important to me, which is that working with students, helping them grow, being a full participant and contributor as much as possible to the culture at EHS, to student growth both inside the classroom as well as outside the classroom. And that's something I do very naturally, and I really love it and I enjoy it. And so it was just a wonderful surprise and kind of, I guess, recognition, but I wasn't expecting it, but recognition of a job well done. And there's still a lot to do, and I'm looking forward to that. But it was very, 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 just good, just great.
I'm Harris with KEHS News, signing out.
Thank you, Harris, and congratulations to Mr. Bruton and all the recognized students. And when we return, a look at the student-directed one-act plays.
Why are people watching KEHS News? Because it's the right thing at the right time. Missed out on what's happening on campus? Find out the latest on Episcopal's only news program. You'll get more video coverage, more in-depth reports, more pillar news, and always to the point. The right news at the right time. You're watching KEHS News.
Students made their directorial debuts in the 3 one-act plays this past Thursday and Friday. The theater department has been working hard to put on their last shows of the year. Let's hear what reporter Daria Massey has to share about these student-directed performances.
The theater program put on 3 phenomenal student-directed plays this past Thursday and Friday. Students Tate Love, Mary Catherine King, and Brooke Crabtree took their unique stories, emotions, and characters to the stage for their directorial debuts. Each play offers a glimpse into the diverse and vibrant storytelling abilities of our student community.
So there are 3 of them, 3 different one-acts being directed by 3 different student directors. The first one is a one-act version of the classic children's novel, A Little Princess. That's directed by Mary Catherine King. The second one is The Midnight Caller by a playwright named Horton Foote, who's a very famous Texas playwright, and it's a sad love story. That's directed by Brooke Crabtree. And then the closing out the night of plays is a play called A Game, which is a very interesting play being directed by Tate Love. There was a big group audition that was held back in early March, and each of the student directors cast their own shows.
I directed A Game by Dennis E. Noble, and it's kind of like a science experiment is the best way I could describe it, and it's got only 4 characters, and yeah, it's pretty short, only 25 minutes.
My play is called The Midnight Caller, and it's about a small town in Texas and the women in a boarding home and how they get wrapped up in a little small town scandal and how they solve it. Directing is like a semester-long class, so during that class we researched different plays that we'd want to direct, and I read about it and I liked it a lot. I found it was by Horton Foote, and I knew some of his other works, so I really wanted to do it.
They are this Thursday and Friday at 7 o'clock, all 3 shows, both evenings. There'll be a free meal put on by the Dad's Club at 6 o'clock on Thursday evenings, so come out for that as well.
Tate, Brooke, and Mary Catherine did an outstanding job directing, and they did a good job displaying the talent and creativity that the theater program holds. I'm Daria Massey, back to you in the studio.
Amazing work demonstrated throughout the theater program this year. Thank you for that insightful report, Daria. Another program within the arts pillar, the music program, has been hard at work preparing for the recent spring concert. Last Wednesday, the choir and orchestra prepared for one of their biggest concerts of the year. Here for the report is Miles Edelman. The arts pillar never disappoints. Thank you, Miles.
This past week, Mr. Beam and Mr. Vaz put on a great show with Episcopal's very own orchestra, band, and choir. Let's take a closer look at the event.
It was good. It was a process. We started back in February just kind of learning pieces and putting it together, and as the semester went on we added more and more pieces, and it just becomes working on a little bit each day of different parts until we have it all done. We had a wide selection of music, everything from classical pieces to jazz. We did movie soundtrack music and a theater piece that was really quite fun.
I did some of the marketing. We reached out to a variety of specific groups to try to make sure people knew about it and were attending, helped set up the logistics and reserving the spaces and things like that. It's a great night of events. It's great that they're together, I think, as well, but the band and choir and orchestra getting a chance to sort of show off. And we had one of the largest crowds we've had for a spring music concert in my 9 years here. Yeah, the students have a lot of fun. They're excited about performing. They work toward these 2 concerts through the second half of the year. So it's a big night for them, and it's a fun night. And parents really enjoy getting to see what students are up to.
Thanks again. This is Miles Edelman reporting on the spring music concert.
And now let's join sports anchor Adam Deutsch for an update on some of the spring sports programs.
Welcome, Knights fans. The spring SBC championships have arrived, and Knights teams will be heading up to Dallas to get ready to compete. Multiple teams have a championship opportunity in play as it could continue the historic 23-24 EHS athletic campaign. Reporter Jack McKinney has the story.
It's SBC week, and first off, we're starting with baseball.
You know, going up into Dallas, we're playing the winners of Kincaid and Green Hill. So probably Kincaid, and then if we win that game, we'll play most likely Houston Christian or St. John's. Maybe we'll have a repeat of last year's championship, Houston Christian, but you know, going for the back-to-back.
Up next is softball.
We've been putting in a lot of work this season, playing a really tough schedule at the beginning, and I'm just excited to see it all pay off for us at the end and get our championship.
And now, track and field.
Going out on top with the last SBC season of the year would mean everything. And our 4x1 has been rolling this year. We broke the school record 2 weeks ago at St. John's Relay. So just to go out on top with that as well as a team, all four of us, that would mean everything.
Good luck to everyone up in Dallas at SBC. For KEHS News, and the last time, I'm Jack McKinney.
Good luck to our Knight athletes. Thanks for that update, Jack. With graduation quickly approaching for our seniors, some graduating athletes are also ready to begin their collegiate careers. With many Knights also signed to a variety of schools, let's celebrate those committing this spring. Jake Davis brings up the celebrations and successes.
With tons of athletic success here at EHS, let's go take a look into some of our future Knights athletes in college as they get ready to sign their letters to commit, or some already have. So let's go see who's committed where for what sports and what the future holds for Knights athletes in college. Let's go.
I'm playing basketball at George Mason University. At the beginning of my junior year, I didn't really have any interest. I had one offer from Sam Houston State, and then I played in my first live session in Atlanta with Houston Hoops 17U, and I ended up getting 3 offers and an interest from Alabama. And then later that summer, you know, I got more offers, like I got a SMU interest, UT interest, but ultimately ended up committing to George Mason. The coaching staff really showed a likeness into me over the last 6 months, and they were just at every game calling me, everything like that.
I'm committed to Elmhurst University to go play D3 lacrosse. The process was just was making a highlight reel and then finding what colleges you were really interested. And then there is making a recruitment profile online, and then you send out an email to one of them and link your highlight film and then hope they respond to you. Depends. I would really like to stay on Elmhurst, but if let's say someone comes out like a D1 or maybe like a higher D3, I might take it, but Elmhurst is a really good school and I'll probably stick to it unless something comes up.
Wow, we have a lot of athletes here at EHS. Gonna be some future stars. Thanks for the intel on college careers, and I'm sorry. I just realized it's gonna be my last one. Jake Davis signing out.
Thanks, Jake, and congratulations to our athletes moving to the next level of competitive sports. Spring football is fast approaching as the program redefines its strategies and players showcase their talents ahead of the upcoming season. As coaches analyze performances and fans eagerly anticipate the roster announcements, here's Tyler Bloomgren for a comprehensive overview of this pivotal period in football.
I'm reporting from KEHS News, and this is our report on spring football.
I'm really excited for the spring season, as I'm going to get to learn a lot of new technique with blocking and snapping, and get to know the coaches better. They're going to coach us up. I'm really excited to get closer to our teammates, and yeah.
Spring football it's an amazing thing, and I'm very excited. I'm looking forward to it very much because we get to work with our amazing, wonderful head coach, Coach Moynihan, and we get to get that extra work in during the spring so that we can just be ready for the next season. And it's just awesome. It's fun. We just get out there, we have a good time, we put in some work, and we're just chilling. It's a good time. It's a good experience. And I mean, like, we get a lot of good work in, especially with Coach Arduini. Shout out to him, my GOAT. I love Coach Arduini.
I'm very excited for spring football because I play D-line, and I'm very excited to hang out with my friends, and one of my new friends is coming to play D-line with me, which will be fun in practice. It's not too hard, but it's good conditioning, which means, I'm getting better, but it's also low stress, and I'm very excited for spring football.
Again, I'm Tyler Blindgren. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you for that sports update, Adam, and good luck to everyone at SPC. Well, that's all we have this week on Night Vision News. I'm Alexis Brown.
And I'm Mimi Wright. From all of us at KEHS News, thank you for joining us.
And go Knights!